So I just wanted to come on here and kind of show you that, I'm not altogether shabby. Yeah, you do a controversial video, you might get a lot of likes, but then you're also going to get the opposite effect as well. A lot of people are going to dislike it just because, they have their different opinion. And because the way I'm forceful about my opinions, I can irritate them like a hemorrhoid that blew up, or some shit and just splattered all over the place and they're in pain from it, and I can feel that. I can feel that, I mean, if I was in their position, I would fucking, feel the disgusting hemorrhaging of a blown out hemorrhoid as well if I was that upset at somebody. But no, the reality is, look, I didn't even know this. I just went back 10 months, looked at a video I did when I was J period A period Tony Clark, but you can still find it under octavital forcage. Response to a response on Stobe the Hobo's death 10 months ago. And I ain't gonna shit you guys. For a little guy like me who only doesn't even have 600 subscribers, man, I got 2,000.1K views off that. Just because I mentioned Stobe the Hobo, probably. It probably garnered a lot of attention. But as you can see, it's really called response to a response on Stobe the Hobo's death. So how it would get organized into the Stobe Hobo archive area or anything like that on YouTube kind of blows me away. But it must have happened because look at all the responses I got. Fucking 2,000.1K views. For a little guy like me, hey man, I must do things right. I do things right from time to time. Yeah, it was about me not trusting the original version of his death. Yeah, I know he drank, and you just go ahead and watch the video, and you'll understand a little more. Who was Stobe Hobo? Well, Stobe Hobo was a train hopper. He did videos on YouTube. You can look up Attack of Stobe the Hobo. Or maybe it's called Attack of Hobo Stobe. I forget, but either way, you'll find it. He's really cool. A lot of people give him a hard time, but I think he did a really good job, and he never fucking covered his face on top of it. So the guy was like fucking bold as all get out. I mean, you talk about somebody who's not scared of getting fined. Stobe the Hobo was exactly like that. I mean, sure, he doesn't want to get fined. He probably had a covert location, probably had his shit set up so he could trace where he's at, and therefore he didn't really care if he had a mask on or not. But at the end of the day, Stobe, we do have facial recognition. They could trace you pretty eventually. And what I think may have happened is, he may have chased down by some criminals onto a trestle that he didn't really want to go on because he knows what will happen if you get on a trestle like that. He had probably no choice, though. I'm just speculating he could have been killed. That's all. You can go look at the video. I'm surprised I got 2.1K views on that bitch. Okay? But now in the future, when I do a video, I'm going to think a little bit before I do the video, and that includes my music videos, whether or not I decide to continue with the music, or at least on YouTube, rather. I'm not necessarily going to do that. And, I don't get a lot of views on my music. I do it as a hobby. But anyway, the bottom line is this. So I got a lot, and I don't even know. I don't go through my archives and look up all my videos. There could be another video of mine that had more views. But for a little guy like me, try to beat that. If you got under fucking 600 subscribers, try to get 2,000.1K views on a goddamn video. That's hard as fuck. I mean, it's hard as fuck. And the only reason why they may do it, like I said, I used Stobe's name in there. That must have been the reason. People were like, "Oh, I got to watch this then," But and there's a clue to, I guess, trying to improve your YouTube channel. Always try to remember, if you're going to do a video and you want to make a point, have a good reason. Okay, so my next video I'm going to do is me out in the in the wild, if you will. I'm going to climb the hill behind me. I'm going to try to acquire a UFO. The presence of a UFO. And I'm going to try to do it using my mind. I've done this shit before. Now, I used to think back in the day, oh no, it was just happen chance. But I've had too many experiences to think that anymore. Now I'm convinced whenever I'm trying to find answers in my brain and I'm out in an area, sometimes it's even a city area like Las Vegas. I had a UFO show up once when I was in jacuzzi in Las Vegas. Goddamn giant boomerang shaped black thing. And I thought, of course, it has to be a hang glide or some weird shit like that. But no, the thing sat in the sky for 45 minutes above Mount Charleston, probably 80,000 feet up, but still big as a pea at arm's length, so it had to be humongous. The fucking thing didn't move. Anyway, I could go into story, into more about what happened during that. But 2 weeks later, the Phoenix Light were spotted at night, low to the ground over the city of Phoenix. So it's the same vehicle. I'm convinced. But I know. How did I go off from Stobe the Hobo and the views I get to UFOs? Well, I told people a while back I was going to do a video about me going out and trying to acquire the attention of a UFO so I could get it on film and shit like that. And I'm still going to do that. But I just wanted to give people a heads up. You know, a little guy like me has a potential to get a lot of attention. Sometimes it attracts the trolls. Other times it attracts the people that are going to give me some good attention, feedback maybe. And then sometimes I can actually convert a troll into liking what I do. Okay, so it's all about, hey man, is this person for real? Is it even worth trolling them? Maybe not. Maybe the guy's got some good points to make. Maybe his channel's not really so bad. And here's proof. 10 months ago, 2001K for a little guy with 500 and, 38 subscribers or some shit. I forget what I got. But anyway, there you go, guys. I'm not washed up. Okay, I can pull shit off once in a while with my channel, and I can get a lot of attention.